Hey, what's up, guys? It's Crazy Werewolf doing a quick update on the MarineAngemon card. There's been some rulings confusions with this card. I'm gonna cover quickly the usage of the card of MarineAngemon and what occurs in accordance to its effect. The effect doesn't really state much what happens to the code crown. I'm gonna do a quick coverage on that, and I'm also gonna speak about the card itself and kind of like a card of the day thing. I guess I can start doing that too, but I'll start with this guy first. I'll review him and let you guys know if he's really good to have in decks or what decks can really use him. So let's start with the effect then. So this MarineAngemon that we're looking at right now, it comes in the Shoutmon Starter Deck, and it's the only known print version of this MarineAngemon card. So if you want copies of this, you're gonna have to get some Shoutmon decks. If you can't manage to afford the Shoutmon decks, or you just can't find them, they are selling them online for pretty cheap. I don't know for how much. I haven't really done any single card shopping for the Digimon game, this Digimon card game as of yet. I can't really say how much. I don't think it should be any more than $1. It's a great card, but we don't really have much of a format right now, so there's no value to the cards as of yet. So I mean, I don't think it'll go any higher than $3. I mean, if it's any higher than that, then that's just a ripoff because there's not really much going on with the game right now. The game's just not, it hasn't really. We're not really in depth of it right now. So all right, and yes, I'm doing this video at 3 a.m. I felt I needed to cover this ASAP. It just came up, and I realized it was important to cover, which is why I'm doing it. Anyways, let's get to the point. You're gonna notice that about me. I ramble about too much. Alright, so MarineAngemon's effect states: Battle. Cancel this battle. Move the battling Digimon to their owner's training areas. So as you can see, MarineAngemon's effect activates during the conditions of the battle taking place during the battle phase. So obviously the first little sentence is pretty self-explanatory. The battle is canceled, regardless of what occurred before the battle, as in boosting or fusing, whatever. It doesn't matter. All that hard work is pretty much, it's null and void. The battle's canceled. No winner is declared. It's pretty much a draw. Move the battling Digimon to their owner's training area. So both players must put their battling Digimon to their own training areas. This is self-explanatory. But here's the thing: because there was no winner declared during this battle, this means that the code crown that's active at the current time is it's not, it's no longer declared. There's no victor. No one won the code crown. It's a draw. So what happens during a draw? Well, this hasn't been clarified too much by Bandai themselves, but it has been clarified by those who claim they have been clarified by Bandai themselves. I didn't really think too much about this ruling until it's been mentioned, since pretty much priority player is in most occasions declared the winner under certain conditions, as like I covered with the last video that I did. A code crown is always won regardless, according to how the rules were set out. Nothing was ever explained about the draws. I never really looked into much into the draws or what would happen if a draw ever took place, because according to Bandai, the game, it's not supposed to last for too long. It's just a in and out kind of thing. So, and that's fine. I just hope for their sake they add a little more complexity to it, because it seems way too simple and the games seem way too short. I'm not asking for a long, dragged out game, but I'm definitely not asking for a quick, less than 5 turn game. That's just boring. So I hope that doesn't turn out to be that way, and I hope they add more flavor to this game. I know it's in its infancy, but it just seems like it's not a lot. So let's see what happens. We've yet to see what happens once all organized play starts coming into the picture. So what does happen to the code crown when it's a draw? Well, according to what I've read online, if anyone needs to correct me on this one, do so. Please do so professionally in the comment section. Let me know. I'll definitely do a quick update on that. But what happens is the code crown goes to the bottom of the owner's deck, the owner's code crown deck. Since it was never won, you know, there's just nothing to it really. The code crown doesn't stay active because priority player will pass up to the next player as normal, regardless of who won the previous turn. You guys get it? So even if the priority player loses the battle, the priority player is still selected to the next player. So because this is a draw, you know, a new priority player is chosen. So regardless of what happens, the code crown, the active code crown goes to the bottom of that player's, the priority player's code crown deck at the bottom. Okay, so that's pretty much what I wanted to clarify in terms of ruling. And also, let's go straight to the chase with this one. Is this card good? Yes, it is. Especially for decks that don't really rely too much on boosting. It's a very, very great card, in my opinion. And it should be used at least in once. If you feel like you should use two, go ahead. If you want to use three, go ahead. Test it out, try it out. It's a good card for a common. Yes, oops, it's a common. Um, but overall, I give it a 4 out of 5. It's not a perfect 5. It's a card that needs to meet certain conditions. It needs to be done in the battle phase, and you have to be willing to sacrifice. You have to be willing to drag the game a little longer by ending the draw. But sometimes that evil is necessary. So MarineAngemon is a very good. This MarineAngemon is a pretty good card, and I definitely recommend it for many decks to use it, especially since there's not going to be that many styles of decks at the current time. But I definitely recommend at least one in a deck. It will help you, and it will add more variety to the strategy you're trying to pull off, and slow your opponent down from winning anything, and that way you can win the code crowns faster. So for the time being, I definitely give this card a great rating, 4 out of 5. I hope I helped you guys with this. I hope I clarified a lot. I'm sorry about my rambling, but that's just who I am. So yeah, guys, if you want to see more of these updated rulings and card of the day shenanigans, I will do that. So yeah, peace out, guys, and got any questions? I'm here. Let me know.